Welcome back. Now that we've covered a naming convention in a previous video, let's walk through the one-time Zapier setup to integrate Meta, or specifically Facebook lead ads with Referrizer. In this video, we'll set up a Zap that automatically sends new lead data from Facebook to Referrizer with all the proper tags and UTM attribution. This is a step-by-step tutorial. Once you do the setup for a given lead form, it will run in the background for all future leads. Let's get started. Log into your Zapier dashboard and click Create Zap. For the trigger, the event that starts the Zap, choose Facebook lead ads. And select New Lead as the trigger event. Zapier will prompt you to connect your Facebook account if you haven't already. Make sure you use a Facebook profile that has admin access to the Business Manager, Ad Account, and page running the lead ad campaign. This is important. If the logged in user isn't an admin, Zapier won't be able to see the leads. Next, you'll specify which Facebook page and which lead form to listen to. In the Zap trigger setup, choose the Facebook page that's running your lead gen campaign. And then select the exact lead form tied to your campaign. If you have multiple lead forms, be sure to pick the one for the offer you're integrating. Now, test the trigger to make sure Zapier can pull in sample data. Zapier will fetch the most recent leads submitted through that form. If there are no real leads yet, no worries. Use Facebook's lead ads testing tool to submit a test lead. Then test the trigger again. Ensure the form is published and you selected the correct page and form. Otherwise, the test might come up empty. Once Zapier finds a sample lead, you should see test data, like a name, email, and phone number. This confirms the trigger is set up correctly. Now that the trigger is working, we'll configure the action, which is what happens after a new lead is found. Click the plus sign to add an action step, or simply click here. Search for Referrizer and select it. If this is your first time using Referrizer in Zapier, you'll need to connect your Referrizer account. Zapier will ask for an API key. You can find this by logging into your Referrizer account and going to Integrations. Copy the API key and paste it into Zapier to connect. Once connected, choose the both Create or Update Contact action event, since we want to send lead info into Referrizer as a new contact. Now let's map the lead fields to Referrizer. This is where we link the Facebook lead data to the appropriate Referrizer contact fields. Zapier will show a list of fields for the new Referrizer contact. For basic contact info, map the obvious ones: first name, last name, email, phone number. Match these with the fields from Facebook. Zapier's interface will let you pick the values from your test lead. Next, we have some important custom fields to set: type, label, create a visit, and referral. These ensure the lead is categorized correctly in Referrizer. Map type to leads. Setting the correct type is crucial for your CRM to handle the contact properly. for example, to exclude them from customer-only communication, etc. For label, you'll see a drop-down where you can select tags from your Referrizer account. These labels are simply Referrizer tags. If you want to connect them, you first need to create a tag inside of Referrizer, usually something like the name of your campaign or offer. Once the tag exists, it will appear in this drop-down and you can select it here. This is useful because any leads that come through can automatically be tagged, making it much easier to filter and track contacts by campaign later on. Set create a visit to false. This is a common pitfall. If left true, the system might log in an unnecessary visit for the contact in Referrizer, which could skew your metrics. Since these leads haven't actually visited a physical location or website via Referrizer's tracking, we mark it false. This way, you're simply creating the contact without any dummy visit data. The referral field is optional. It's meant for tracking the referrer or agency. If your agency or partner has a code, enter that code here to mark the lead as referred by you. For example, if TC is your agency code, put TC so that in Referrizer you can later see that this lead was generated by your agency. If there's no applicable referral, or you don't use this, you can leave it blank. Mapping referral is useful if the business uses multiple lead sources and wants to attribute leads to the right partner. Now this is where your naming convention really pays off. We will map the campaign, ad set, and ad names into UTM parameters so they get recorded in Referrizer. In Zapier, you'll see fields for UTM source, UTM medium, UTM term, and UTM campaign. Map these as follows. Set UTM source to a static value, like Meta, since the traffic is coming from Meta or Facebook. Then map UTM medium to the ad name from Facebook. UTM term to the ad set name. And UTM campaign to the campaign name. Essentially, we're taking the names we so carefully structured in the previous video from the series and plugging them into the lead's UTM fields. This way, when a lead is created in Referrizer, you'll see exactly which campaign, ad set, and ad it came from, right in the contact's details. If you haven't seen our previous video called The Foundation, a Scalable Naming Convention, you can click on the banner at the top or find the link in the description. We've set up all the mapping. So it's time to run a test. In Zapier, click Test Step. Zapier will send the sample lead info through to Referrizer. You should see a success message after the test runs. Now go over to Referrizer and check the contact section. Look for the contact that corresponds to your test lead. It should be the name, email you saw in Zapier's test. Verify that the contact was created or updated successfully. Specifically, confirm the name, email, and phone are correct. If you've mapped a tag or label, make sure it's attached to the contact. And confirm that the UTM source, medium, term, and campaign fields are populated appropriately. For example, you should see UTM source equals Meta. UTM campaign is that, UTM medium is whatever we used. If everything looks good, congratulations, the integration is working. If something doesn't appear correct, say the email is missing or the UTM fields are empty, pause and double check your Zap mapping. Make sure you selected the right fields from the Facebook data. It's possible that in the test, some fields like ad name or ad set name might not show up if the test lead was created via the testing tool. If that's the case, you might want to do a real submission once the ad is live, or double check that your test lead in Zapier has those fields. You can always retest the action after adjusting. This testing phase is important to catch any mistakes before turning the Zap on. Give your Zap a name, perhaps including the client and campaign name and even a date for easy reference. And turn it on by hitting publish. From this point forward, every new lead from that Facebook form will automatically be pushed into Referrizer in real time. You won't have to touch this Zap again unless you want to tweak something. It's a one-time setup that keeps working for you in the background, sending leads straight to the CRM with all the correct tags and attribution info. With your Zap Live, every meta lead from the connected Facebook form flows into Referrizer automatically. To ensure the full potential of those leads gets maximized, let's make sure they're contacted immediately by enabling Zapier as a source of your Quick Connect calls. Quick Connect triggers an instant call the moment a new lead is generated, connecting the business with prospects while interest is at its peak. This not only boosts the business's chance by converting by up to 400%, but also proves the quality of the leads you're delivering, giving your agency stronger results to report and justify ROI. Navigate to Contacts and find Quick Connect. Enable Zapier as a lead source. Quick Connect can trigger calls for three sources: claimed offers, Referrizer API, and Zapier. Make sure you check the box next to Zapier to enable Quick Connect for the leads generated by Zapier. You have an option to customize the message. Each source has its own script. For Zapier leads, the default is, "Hi there, Referrizer has generated a new lead for you. It's full name created by Zapier. Press any digit to contact full name now." So full name is a placeholder and it will be replaced by real contacts info during the Quick Connect call. Remember to save your settings, and Quick Connect will now automatically call your staff when a new lead comes in. After you answer, you'll hear the customized message. Press any digit to contact the lead now. This completes the integration. Zapier pulls leads into Referrizer and Quick Connect ensures immediate follow-up. Now that your integration Zap is live, here are a few best practices to ensure smooth sailing. One Zap per Facebook form. It's recommended to create a separate Zap for each lead form or campaign offer you run. This keeps tracking clean. If you try to use one Zap for multiple forms or offers, it can complicate your tagging and make it harder to debug. Simplicity is key. Test new forms before launching ads. Whenever you set up a new lead form and Zap, run a quick test lead through it before you put money into the campaign. This ensures everything is connected properly. It's better to catch an issue now than to discover missing leads after spending on ads. With these steps and best practices, you've completed the one-time setup to dynamically map Facebook lead ad data into Referrizer. In the next video, we will dive deeper into analyzing the results in Referrizer. But for now, you can confidently run your lead gen campaigns knowing that every new lead is instantly captured and organized. Happy marketing!